Hello, welcome to Taffy Crafting. As you can see, I am still playing with Gingham Gala. I just think this is the most beautiful DSP. I love it. I love the colour choices. I like the fact that you can have a smaller gingham or you can use the bigger gingham. It's just so lovely and vintage, and the colours are really lovely and bright. I absolutely love it. And I'm just going to continue to make lots and lots of projects with this. So I've got another card project. I just wanted to show you what goes with these, and I've used them in my project. So as you can see, we have inks that go with all of these, and I decided to go and purchase the whole of the ink set. But these match absolutely perfectly, and you'll see in a minute what I've done with this. So you can see we've got Daffodil Delight, Highland Heather, which is just the most beautiful kind of deep lilac colour. Then we've got, I had this one before, this is Lemon Lime Twist, and it's a kind of, it's green. It is a kind of green colour, a lime colour. It's lovely, really lovely and vibrant. We also have, I can just find it, we also have here Balmy Blue, a lovely kind of sea blue colour. And then finally, Grapefruit Grove, which is a relatively new colour that's just come out. And they just match. And also there's cardstock to go with this. So I've also got all of the matching cardstock except Daffodil Delight. I didn't buy the Daffodil Delight cardstock. So a beautiful choice of colours there. Let me just get these out of the way. And I've got a project today which is great for scrap. So I had lots and lots of pieces of scrap of Gingham Gala left over, and what I did, let me just get these out of the way, I've put some strips onto a card. Oh, I'll get there in a minute. I can't pick that up, there we are. So on one side of a card I've stuck some strips of the Gingham Gala, and each of these strips, sorry, making a noise with that, each of these strips is 3/4 of an inch across by, what did I do it, 5 5/8. But it's, you trim it just to match, to put it onto a card. You could use any card. So I've got those, I've got my matching inks. And then the next thing that I did is I took the Butterfly Gala stamp set. And with the Butterfly Gala stamp set is the matching punch. Now, I love a punch. Anybody who watches all of my videos will know that I say that quite a lot. And I like a punch for this reason. So let me show you. Let's just put this to one side. So I've got some, as you can see, I have been butterfly punching. This is how easy it is. So let me get, if I had to pick a favourite out of all of those colours, it would be Highland Heather. And I'm going to put on an ink block some butterflies. Let me just get, I've got something else on an ink block there. Let me just get one of these. So the stamps come, that's one of the stamps. And they're joined together, a little butterfly and a big butterfly, just as they are on the punch. You can, I have seen some demonstrators cutting those apart, which is absolutely fine. I haven't, I just wasn't brave enough to do it. So with my stamp intact, I'm just going to load that up onto my ink pad and stamp that onto, this is just onto some Whisper White cardstock, but you can stamp directly onto cardstock of the same colour and it looks just as nice. There we are. So beautiful image on there, stamps absolutely beautifully and perfectly. This is why I love a punch. So I take my punch, turn it over, take my cardstock, and I'm just going to just put that, there's a little gap there, and I'm just going to put that in there like that. Take a few seconds just to line it up. It'd help if I had that on camera, wouldn't it? So just carefully line it up, and once you're happy, then grab it and punch it. And then you have coming out 2 perfect butterflies. One big one, one small one. Now what I'm going to do with that, I've punched out loads of those. I've punched out 2 in each colour. So let's get my card back again. So what I've done is I've punched these out of Whisper White cardstock, and I'm going to arrange them in the same order that my strips are. Now I've got to be careful of this one. We don't want that there because then we won't be able to fold the card. So we need to make sure that the butterfly, when it's flat, and I'm not going to have these butterflies flat, when the butterfly is flat, that it doesn't go over the fold of the card. And then I'm just going to arrange these. Where's my yellow one? Just so that they go up the card like that in the same order as our strips of DSP. And then I need to make sure that one doesn't go any further than that corner. So what I'm going to do with these is just curl them just ever so slightly, just so that it gives the wings, just lifts them a little bit. And I'm going to do that with all of them. Now just while I'm doing this, let me just tell you about the offer that we've got going on at the moment. This is the Celebration offer. So if you spend £45 or more, then you can earn a Celebration reward. So what I did, what potentially you could do is that you could order the Butterfly Gala stamp and punch. That comes in a bundle. That is £33. And then you can get some of the inks. If you've got a couple of inks, that would take you then over £45. And then you would be eligible for a Celebration reward. Let me just show you a couple of those. So here's the Celebration catalogue. So these show all of the different rewards that you could earn. So the one that I went for when I had spent more than £45 the first time was I ordered these organza ribbons. You get all of those for free for spending £45, and those match perfectly all of those colours and all of the colours that appear in the Gingham Gala. So you would get that for absolutely nothing. Other things that you might want to go for as well, if you're liking the butterflies, is that there are these butterfly embellishments. They're made out of wood, or you've got the Botanical Butterfly Designer Series paper. This is just gorgeous paper. Let me show you. So these are some of the papers. These are 12 by 12 and they are just stunning. That's what they look like on the front. And then we've got this lovely monochrome on the back as well. Just beautiful. Let me just quickly show you the others. Isn't that really absolutely stunning? Monochrome butterflies on there. So what you could do, if I show you the other one, let me just find it quickly. There we've got some completely monochrome butterflies. You could take one of those out of there and colour it maybe with some stamping blends or some watercolour pencils, and just bring out some of the colours out of those butterflies. You could do absolutely anything with those. These are beautiful for cards, but also for gift boxes. Look at the colours on those. They're just stunning. And then you have the monochrome on the back, and I like monochrome with a splash of colour. So that is the Botanical Butterfly. Look at those. Just colour a couple of them in, couldn't you, and have those on a card. Anyway, back to this. So I'm going to stick these on here using dimensionals, which I have put down somewhere. Maybe I've put them away. There's a novel idea, putting things away. That never happens. So I've got the mini dimensionals. So if you've not seen these before, these are just mini hexagonal foam pieces that lift parts of your project. It just gives them a little bit of height. So I'm just going to put one each on these butterflies. And then once I've got those on there, then I will rearrange them back onto the card. So all I need to do is just take the backing off of each of those and then rearrange them back onto my card. So I just need to make sure that this is far enough away from the edge so that I'm able to fold it and it can fit in an envelope. And then again, just make sure you've got these in the right order. Now all the measurements for this project are going to be on my blog, and I'll leave a link to that in the description bar below. Also within that blog you'll see links to my Facebook page, to my Pinterest, but you can also come and find me on Instagram as well. All you need to do is just look up Taffy Crafting. So you can see I've brought the wings up like that, so they've got some dimension there and it's got some height to it as well. So just last one. Again, just make sure that's in the corner so it doesn't go over. So there's our butterflies arranged on there in the same order as our Gingham Gala colours. So I just want to put a sentiment on there. So this is what I did earlier on. So I took the sentiment from the Butterfly Gala stamp set, "The good things in life are better with you." And I've just stamped that onto a piece of Whisper White. Oops, I've stamped that onto a piece of Whisper White in crumb cake. And then I've also got some crumb cake cardstock here as well. So I stamped this out in a, what was that? That was a 2-inch circle. Let me just check that. So that's a 2-inch circle. And then this one, so I stamped this onto some Whisper White card. And then I stamped that out of a 1 3/4 inch circle. So I'm just going to, what am I going to do first? I'm going to attach that onto there using dimensionals again. Dimensionals are probably my adhesive of choice. Obviously you wouldn't use it for everything, but I like these just because they give the project some interest, because it just raises it up a bit. So I've got those on there and I'm just going to put that on there like that, and then on the back of this another 2 dimensionals. Oh, that one bent up a little bit. And then I'm just going to put that just in the corner there in front of that wing. I just need to lift up to get that on. And there we go, just a very, very simple card with a simple sentiment. So if you know somebody that likes butterflies, and I know loads of people that like butterflies, there you have a lovely simple card that's just used. You don't necessarily need to use all of the different coloured inks. If you didn't have them all, you could stamp those out in black ink and then stamp using black ink and then punch them out using the butterfly punch would look just as good. Or if you have some watercolour pencils or some stamping blends, you could use those as well to put some detail in there. So I hope you like that little project, just something really, really quick and easy to do. And I've got some more projects coming up soon Please hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on future projects. Thank you ever so much for joining me. I will see you soon. Bye bye.